Okay, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. The match is about to begin. There we go. Okay, I'm on the wrong screen straight away, so we're off to a good start. Let me just get the right one up. There we go. Okay, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halloween. So, sorry about the confusion there. We just went off the rails, which is very typical of this stream, so why not, eh? But what is in store for today? We've got the Naughty Otters against Dingsitas, unless I'm saying that wrong. But let's have a look at where our standings are. We don't have long before we get into the game, so let's get a look here. As we can see, Dingsitas, there we go, is sitting on a 1-21 record at the moment, and if we have a look, they have yet to win according to this, so it's a 0-1 record. So Dingsitas are the favourites looking at this, with Naughty Otters being in 15th out of the possible 21 at the moment. It's early doors, so we can see how this goes. But we don't have time to go over any more of this because we're already so far behind. So sorry about the drama here. Anyway, let's get a look at the overview. So, if you're joining us, welcome along. This is a best of 3 series. And by the way, those Naughty Otters, I just gotta love that logo sitting in the corner there. Gotta love it. Please do let me know if there's any problem with audio. Somebody's saying something there about static on the mic. It's probably me just moving my headset and being an idiot. But let's have a look. So, where are we? Okay, so. Dingsitas coming out with a ban straight away on Sky Temple. We're not going to see that map today. So what are we seeing banned in answer to that? Mila coming straight back with, we don't want to see no Towers of Doom. Which is a shame because I like that map. I hear Jabroni say the same as well. He often comes out with, hey, I bloody hate Towers of Doom, it's such a horrible map. But that's often because you see a big swing in it. You know, people can come back. And that, I feel, adds a lot of excitement to the viewer at home. But Garden of Terror also being banned, no surprises there. Everybody avoids Garden of Terror. It's been too worked on, and therefore a lot of people are unsure about everything to do with it. Anyway, so let's have a look-see here. Battlefield of Eternity, it looks like the next one that's gotten banned there. Disaster. So let's see. Where are we going to? Oh no, sorry, I've misunderstood here. I have went ahead and said that they have banned Battlefield, when in fact that is not what happened at all. They have picked Battlefield of Eternity. That is where we're going to. Picked, of course, by the Naughty Otters. Ding! So that's where we're going to be going. But there isn't another ban. Should there not be 2 bans? Ah, of course. The first ban that came out was a ban against Dragonshire. See, this is the sort of thing that you can bounce off of with your co-caster. You know, the guy that's with you. You can say, "Hey, Halloween, what the hell are you talking about? That's not right. Get your facts together, get all that kind of thing fixed. Because what you talking about there, Lewis?" And then I would say, "My name's not Lewis. What are you talking about? Do you know where you are right now? This is Heroes Lounge. This is Division 3. This is the Naughty Otters versus Dingsitas." But who are on these teams? Let's find out. So, on the Naughty Otters, we've got Karis, my comrade from casting in the Masters Clash. By the way, I'm just going to turn this light up a little bit here. Let's get some more light in the room because it seems really dark there. Anyway, so we've got Karis. He's a member of the board at Heroes Lounge and is also a fantastic caster. I like the guy a lot. He isn't actually the captain of the team, although he does a lot of shot calling there. It's actually Mila. I think she's Danish. I met her at the Masters Clash as well. Although I feel like I met her once before, but maybe not, I don't know. Anyway, we've got Shadowrider, Maladriel, and ECS, and that is the Naughty Otters. On the other side, the opposing side, what do we have? Well, we've got a lot of people there that I don't recognise, but I'm looking forward to see play today. But they are being led by Mantis. Mantis, of course, being famous for the team Avada Kedavra. Now, Avada Kedavra, he says he played in every single All Hallows Cup up to this point, so that makes him just a step above, your traditional Heroes Lounge players there, because your Heroes Lounge went, from Div 7 all the way up to Div 1, and then when you jumped above Div 1, it was before Division S arrived, there was that space where All Hallows Cup was competing. So let's see how well that experience where Mantis was playing at that level lands in this game. So they are the hot favourites, I would say, at this point, but let's see how well the Naughty Otters go. I just saw there that it said Halloween Heroes is now streaming live. How big is my delay? Like, how bad is this? We'll find out in a minute. Is audio fixed, by the way, as well? People were saying earlier that it was a bit weird. So hopefully everything's okay now. I think everything's okay. Hopefully we're getting ready to go into the game. We're not going to have long I'm Gucci. Sorry, players are asking me if I'm ready. I'm always ready. I'm never ready. I'm always behind. There's too much to talk about, too many things going on, so I'm always missing out on the action. Anyway, I've got to get these things ready here, because I'm going to give you, the viewer, an opportunity to get involved here, which is something I'm a big fan of. Oh, but we don't have time to talk about that as we go in here. Oosh! And I can see we're all... Oh no, there we go. It's up here. That was a weird delay. That was a very weird delay. Okay, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. In a minute, I will be able to load up this. Let's just get it ready. So I'm going to go quiet just for a second. I'll still get this ready. Because I know how desperate you guys are for this. I just know it. I do not need to be told how much you love this. Alright, so I'll make a duration of 7, because just why the heck not? Alright, there you go. So you'll see it in the chat just appear in a second there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome along to game number 1 of our best of 3 series here, featuring, you know them, you love them, the men in blue, which is the Naughty Otters, competing against Dingsitas here on the right in red. Now, if you, the viewer at home, want to back one of these teams as your favourite to win the game, then look no further. Type into the Twitch chat, !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet if you think the boys in blue are going to come out swinging in game number 1 and take a lead into the series. However, if you think the hot favourites, Dingsitas, are going to win game number 1, then you want to type !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. I heard the static there that time. I did hear it. I did hear it that time. I'm sorry about that. Maybe if it gets worse, I will swap headsets for the next game. But for now, let's just deal with what we got. Let's deal with it. Let's deal with it. Who's winning? Who's winning where? Well, if you don't know how many points you've got, you can type !points in the chat, and that'll tell you what's going on. So, looks like a lot of people are betting on Naughty Otters right off the bat. Let's have a look at the draft. Deathwing being banned. Now, we saw him in Masters Clash qualifiers, we've seen him in Div S, we've seen him in a lot of places. He's a powerful foe and very difficult to deal with if you do not redraft halfway through your draft to deal with him. So, no surprises that he's banned. Chromie being banned, however, is clearly a respect ban for Mila. Mila, the Danish girl that we were speaking about earlier, she's very, very good as Chromie, and this is a map for Chromie where you can use your 3 echoes to deal a lot of derm, dips and damage to the objective, so it makes sense. Anna being banned, fairly meta right now. Greymane being taken out of the equation, he might have been in solo lane, and he's also known to be very, very good on the objective, so that's cool. That's cool. Big match for playoff spot is what Marfy09's saying in the chat there. Well, these are 2 big teams. Big, Karis there, we've got Mantis here, we've got big names for, mid-division players here in Heroes Lounge. This is, by the way, when I say mid-division, I mean mid-league. Like, these are big guys in a good place in Heroes Lounge. This is cool. Let's go Otters being called out. Alright, well, I tell you what, just to make sure there is points, I'm going to put 1,000 points on Mantis' squad here. So if you want to bet on the Otters, there is plenty points to steal off me there if you're going to bet on the Otters. So let's see how this goes. The minimum bet's 10 points. Oh, jeez, I got to change that. Sorry, guys. I didn't mean to confuse things by putting that down. But hey, listen. If you win, there's good points there. And you can use them on our giveaways. And also, if you click follow in the corner, you get avoided 10 points. You get awarded 10 points, which you can immediately use. There you go! Calypsa 332. Enjoy your points. You can now use them for the bets. Anyway, let's have a look. See here. So what have we got? Joanna coming in. Karis. He's a tank player. He knows what he's doing there. He's playing Joanna. That's very good for him with the Iron Skin. He is absolutely going to take Hold Your Ground at level 1. Just mark my words here right now, ladies and gentlemen. At level 1, he's taking Hold Your Ground. No new hope for him. Ming getting picked up by Shadow Rider. I back that. That's very good. On the other side of the fence, what we got? We've got Anduin coming in as a healer. I don't see too much of Anduin coming in as a support these days in the higher ranks and high levels. So I know Mantis and his team are really good, so it'll be interesting to see how Anduin's played. I want to see how they do it. How they're going to do it, I don't know, but we'll find out. Mojo Jojo, you aren't just in the Powerpuff Girls, you are now here, and awarded some points for doing so. Thanks very much. Anyway, so we've got Vala getting played by Mantis. Hyper Carry Mantis. German Adavara Kadabliet being used. Pit Pool Pro, thanks very much for following. That's excellent. I'm very delighted to see you here. Welcome along. This is mostly Heroes of the Storm esports channel, more or less. If you want to find more about me or my background on that, look up the Liquipedia entry of me for Halloween. You'll also find one for Karis, by the way, who's playing in this game. I will not be seeing Karis this year at the Masters Clash, which is a shame because I would have liked to have seen him there. Mojo Jojo, get all your points in. Bet. Oh, that should have worked. It should have worked. Have you already placed a bet? You can only place one bet. That's maybe why. That's maybe why. Oh my gosh! I just realised something. So Orioles came in. The thing I just realised, you'll get that. You'll like this, right? My Monster Energy from the studio beer fridge. Here we go. There you go. It's the sound of success right there. Alright. Now, I was waiting to say something. Oriole getting picked up. Oriole got nerfed pretty heavy in the last couple of patches, so her resurrection takes 5 seconds now, and that's a big change. So she's not going to feel as strong, but we'll see how that affects the game. On the other side of things, we can see Jaina coming up. You've got the age-old Ring APOC combo. However, I really wouldn't be surprised if we saw some in Water Elemental, and her just dropping that Elemental on Oriole and chasing her off the battlefield whilst they deal with everybody else. Arthas is also really strong, but I mean, Arthas is the perfect counter to Meme Blade's Varian. Like, you just slow down his attack speed, and then he can't do this hacha 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 hacha. So that's, I mean, that's gonna be, I don't know, it's pretty tricky. It's pretty tricky. It's hard to rock a rhyme that's right on time. It's tricky. So what flavor is, well, right, good question, Calypso332. This is a pipeline punch. This is a very rare Monster Energy, so I tend to fill my bit with that. When I was, right, so when Monster Energy were sponsoring us at the Masters Clash last year, they gave us they gave us a lot of crazy things, and I had, like, I mean, I've got a monster bandana up there, a few of these bandanas and wrist sweatbands and things like that, but they also gave us unlimited Monster Energy, and I had quite a lot of that. And but my favorite of choice is this. By the way, I just realized I'm showing it on camera and talking about it a lot, and Tetcher said to me, never in a million years will he name check sponsors or brands like that anymore, because he gotta get paid before he be naming. And here's me just naming. I ain't getting paid, but I'm having a great time here with you, the viewer at home. So, well, we don't have time to talk about that. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween, and this is game number 1 here in a best of 3 series. Featuring on the left in blue, it's the Naughty Otters. We've got Mila playing Lunara. We've got Shadow Rider playing Ming, and it ain't mean no thing if it ain't Shadow Rider playing her. It is Karis leading the pack as the tank, as Johanna. We've got Maladriel on Oriole. We have ECS playing Varian. And in the red, we've got them. You know them, you love them. It's Dingsitas. We've got, and I'm going to murder this name, Kangaroo as Varian. We've got Joe Banana playing Diablo. We've got Mantis playing Hypercarry Vala. General Peach running around as their primary DPS as Vala. We've got, in the top lane, the Carlster. And he's just hiding there. He's doing his ting with a chicken wing. Alright, so let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Now, if any of you were watching from just a moment ago, you remember I had a prediction about Karis. Let's see if I was right. Oh, and it's Hold Your Ground at level 1. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. But if you keep an eye on this when you're watching Johanna players, you'll see in the future that for some reason it's surprisingly not common. But increasing the shield by 60% when you are a tank is a big deal. You can take that much more damage. I mean, I get it. It reduces the cooldown, so you can take, yet again, more damage. So what would you prefer? Heal yourself up after a fight or just be strong? I don't know. It's up to you. I see a lot of masters well into a different position with this. But I understand Karas thinking that. But hey, Diablo taking a lot of damage there. But he makes it out. Showing him Johnny Wallbanger. He's able to escape. He's able to escape. By the way, my contest is over, so don't be worried about trying to get any more points in there, because you can't get them in there. Not done. Gone. Anyway, so other things to talk about. We're seeing Devil's Due. What? Varian. Now this is what we're talking about. You lose to an Arthas. You lose to an Arthas. But you tend not to lose to an Arthas in less than 2 minutes. That's incredibly unusual. So, yet, right at the beginning of this series, we're seeing Dingsitas take an advantage. And with that, they're also taking the early objective there, because of course they had to split. Shadow Rider soaking up top lane there. And we're seeing Kratadel mention in the chat there that Karas has the biggest D. Yes, indeed he does, because he took... hold your ground. Now, I've got to get this name right. Bertimus. Bertimus, thanks very much for following. For doing so, you've been awarded 10 points. You can use that in contests, earn yourself some more points, and then you can use that in some of our giveaways. But contests are shut at the moment, so you're just going to have to wait. Kratadel pointing out the static again. Right, this is... I've got to rescue this. Right, let me see if I can rescue this. Can it wait till after the game? Or at least a break? Will the audience forgive me? Tell me, is the static so bad that I need to immediately change the audio? Or can it wait till the next game? That's the question. You, the viewer at home, have to decide. And the first objective is now up. We're seeing the race immediately get engaged by the Naughty Otters. They're going straight in, Dipsturm's damage, straight in on the Demonic Lieutenant. And it looks like they're going to take it to the halftime show. No problem. No problem. I'm waiting for the stream delay to allow you viewers to catch up and then tell me how bad this static actually is. Okay. Well, whilst I wait, I'll have a sip of my energy juice. Looks like Naughty Otters are going to take this with no contest. And that's the power of early Vala, you know, sorry, not early Vala, early Lunara. Bertimus says, I'm here to support Dingsitas and Mantis for Avada. Avada Kedavra. Yeah, boy. That's cool. That's cool. Alright then. So, it's level 6. It's even Steven on experience. Objective number 1 falling in favour of the Naughty Otters. And it's going to push hard in that top lane as we're waiting for level 7 talents to come in. Let's get a look at those talents again. What are we seeing as it now hits level 7? We're seeing dominance on Ming. If it ain't mean a thing, it ain't got that Ming. I don't think I got that right. Karas says it a lot more eloquently. Unusual build for Arthas. Oh, there's the hold your ground value coming out on Karas. Yeah, unusual Arthas build. Immortal Coil and Deathlord. Like a straight Howling Banshee build is very common. And like, as you can see here, straight Shotgun Jaina. I mean, you still got your Fingers of Frost, which is like obvious, but like straight shotgun build, you know. And this build that Vala's doing is all about the objective. So I mean, some of these are what I would possibly refer to as cookie cutter, but very unusual Arthas. I like it. You go, guys. You show us what's different about your game and demonstrate how to play it. But yeah, objective 1 going to the Naughty Otters. Despite losing that early Varian death in solo lane, they might have the weaker solo lane here, as we can definitely see coming out from Arthas, just dominating that lane. But Otters holding their own in the 4-man here, just holding their own. Speaking of holding things, Karas is not telling us what talent he wants here. He's just being cheeky. Being a cheeky English caster that he is, saying, I ain't going to tell you because I'm going to wait till level 10 and then I'm going to do something there. Anyway, level 10's coming around. If Jabroni was here, I would say, Jabroni, what do you think? What do you think we're going to see here? And then he would say, well, we're definitely not going to see Syndragosa. We're going to see Army of the Dead. Because that's how he speaks, obviously. And if he's in the chat, because he was in the chat earlier, he's now going to say something about that impression. Because it's highly accurate. What else are we going to see? I mean, do you know what? If you're going to do that, why not take Lightning Breath? Because they've went like Q build Jaina, and they've went you know, objective PvE Vala. So I mean, why not just do all that? But Light Bomb on Anduin. What are the chances? Oh, I can hear that now. Honestly, this audio is terrible. I need to fix this. There will be a fix. We'll fix it at break time. But objective 2, boom! Falling in favour of Dingsitas. They're going to push this down the bot lane and try and even up this game a little. Level 10 still round the corner. Maladriel whipping her hair back and forth. Syndragosa, yeah, let's see what happens. It's going to be Resurrect on Maladriel's Oriole, obviously. Forcing... Like Mila, I know that she likes to take that. Oh, there's the attack. Excellent whip there by Maladriel to save Mila there. Let's see what happens. There comes the Lightning Breath! So it's Ring of Frost, it's a Lightning Breath, we've got the Salvation, Army of the Dead, as Jabroni expected, and we've got the Shadow Beasts coming in the form of Rain of Vengeance. I mean, I would say traditionally most Vala players are taking Strafe these days, but that stun is still very strong, and you get great damage output, and why not, especially if you're going to stun them off the back of a Ring of Frost with a Lightning Breath over the top of it. So you kind of got that wombo combo coming up. Mojo Jojo screaming for the Otters there. Let's go Otters! Whoop whoop! In comes the ring! The ring comes to flip on Maladriel. The root of Varian, Anduin's his name in fact, it's not Varian. But are they going to kill Diablo? Is it good? Oh, in comes the Salvation. Excellently timed there. Vala's considering the leap. She doesn't need to because Maladriel gets the damage down. It's 100 hit points and he's dead! Wave of Force being used in vain, but well done. Especially Mila. Escape like points. Jeez, oh, that was mental. Kills all round. Salvation over Light Bomb. Yeah. I mean, they called it Light Bulb there. Good effort, Calypsa. But yeah, no, that's exactly what I was talking about. Salvation, it's against Wave of Force and a Whip. There's a lot of things there that can go wrong. But to be fair, they got some value out of it there. They didn't manage to save Diablo, but they did get some value. And Diablo lost all souls. Disaster for him. Disaster for him. Alright, so both teams simultaneously taking their camp there as if it was telegraphed. Telegraph, of course, being an inefficient way to send messages. It's level 12 for both teams. It's neck and neck for experience. Level 13 just round the corner. Arthas has been isolated. The taunt comes in, but it's not enough! Excellent! Excellent escape there by Anduin, who I've been calling Varian, but it's okay because they're keeping it in the family. Both teams are going to need to clear their fallen shaman camps, which are opposing sides of the map. Looks like that tower is going to deal with that, so that's okay. Otters getting into a defensive position. Karis managed to reveal them there. They're not getting much more in value here, so they've sent Mila over to begin the damage, but that means it's going to be a 4-on-5 when Jaina gets up here. She's up here. Arthas looking for the root. He roots. The ring comes in. It's hyper effective, and with the Lightning Breath, they confirm the kill on Oriole and complete the objective. Unfortunately, Mila only got that down 25%, so this is going to be a, and I think I'm right in describing it this way, meaty Immortal. And with that, level 13's also coming in, giving them a talent advantage. This is going to be quite a powerful push. I would go as far as saying it was a hard push. Let's see what these Germans can do. Is this going to be their zeitgeist? Are they all German? Who knows? Let us know in the chat if you know. I certainly don't. That's level 13 coming in for the Naughty Otters, and now it is equal talent tiers. That fort is a goner, and with that, structural advantage falling in favour of Dingsitas. Are they going to push up for keep? That is the question. Who knows the answer? Not me. Immortal managing to push up. Meladriel slightly out of position here. She's got to be careful because, I mean, that Mantis will rip straight through her. Like a hot knife through butter. And there goes the Immortal. They actually got, I mean, to take half the damage of the keep, that is, I mean, I'm moving my cursor as if you could see it, but you can't because this is a broadcast. But yeah, that's a lot of damage. I mean, I don't know. How are the Otters going to respond? That is the question. Good whip there. Massive stuns. In comes the taunt, and Arthas, you be dead! Alright, all 5 of them in bottom lane here, and with the death of Arthas, they've decided to push in, and the remainder of the team are going to try and defend. Now, note, there is a camp pushing top lane that Otters need to respond to, considering that their keep is already half dead. Let's see what they do with this. Big engage! Shadow charge coming in from Diablo, otherwise known as Johnny Wallbanger. And I now clear my throat. A right chunker of a big boy, says Kratadel in regards to the previous Immortal. That's right, Kratadel. And whilst this fight is being delayed, that catapult and the siege camp are getting ever closer. So ECS has had to split away from his team. As soon as the Germans noticed, they've said, right, invade, it's 5v4 again. Karas trying to anchor for his team. He is the anchor unit. Alright, okay, so 1 second until Fallen Shaman camp on the left hand side. The Fallen Shaman camp on the right already up, so both teams simultaneously moving to take it now. How's the audio, by the way? You, the viewer at home, can you just tell us, is it coming through clear? Are any audios needing changed? People were just got static noises. It's level 16. Let's get a look at how the talents are coming in. Mortal already taking a bit of damage there. Now the Otters are behind. They got to push their way up and try and fight this. I am Joy K joining the chat there. Welcome along, Joy. Good to see you. Hi. Mila's on Lunara. That's right. She sure is. She sure is. And by the way, with domination getting picked up here by Joe Banana, that is going to create the possibility of abductions. Now Arthas, by the way, he's managed to make it down the Karlstar himself and clear that bottom Fallen Shaman camp at the same time as Ming cleared top. So both teams are now in position. It's a Mexican standoff. Well, it's not, because a Mexican standoff requires 3 teams, and this is only 2 teams, as it always has been since 2014. Anyway, somebody's going to have to break the stalemate. That's a better term than Mexican standoff. It's a stalemate. Someone's going to have to break it. Who's going to break it? Is it going to be Karas? Lots of damage coming in on Dibbles there. Karlstar looking for a flank. Mila managing to jump him. She's looking for an exit. She didn't manage to get a second leap and strike off. She's considering who her target is. The Army of the Dead has now been dropped to bring Karlstar back up to full health. Kangaroo pulling him back to safety. Mantis completing his objective. His quest even. Now the poke damage starting to fall in from Ming. Let's see how this progresses. General Peach getting some damage on Karas there, but remember he does have his massive D in the face of Hold Your Ground. Mantis looking for the flank. Managed to get some poke damage on Varian. Wow, big orb straight to Jaina's face. This is, honestly, I think Shadow Rider's orbs have been keeping Mantis and the boys at bay there, but they've decided enough's enough. We're pushing in. We've already got you to the halftime show. We're taking this. I should be. Is that not the halftime show? Come on. I think they're disappointed at that, surely. One hit will do it. Karlstar's thinking about going in. That's it. There you go. It's not often you see something like that where it's like literally maybe 1 hit point away from the halftime. Okay, there we go. They're now in second position. We're on phase 2. The Otters are stepping up. They're looking for an option. In comes the Blessed Shield. Huge plays. Ming resets now activated. The Lightning Breath coming in. Diablo getting a lot of damage. Ming's resets are over as she now dies. Maladriel is looking to resurrect. Shadow Rider is now back up and he manages to just delete everyone. What am I looking at? Carlstar is going to be the next to go and it's enemy team dominated. My god, I literally started choking to death there. I had to mute myself. Well, that's surely an objective. Surely. Wow. So, listen. I was saying at the beginning of this, Maladriel picking up Oriel might have been the wrong move. But with that one resurrect, Shadow Rider just wiped them off the face of the map. Well done to him. Commiserations for his opponents, but let's be clear here. The Naughty Otters are fighting from behind. They have a lot of work to do to catch up with opponents. I mean, look at this. Mila's having to go top and clear that, like, using ultimates on catapults and stuff. That's how far behind they are. So let's see what they can do to catch up. In comes the Angelic Lieutenant to try and push. Now, it's a minute 17 immortal, so it's going to deal enough damage to try and get through this fort. I would be very surprised if they didn't at least get that. And that's going to relieve at least some of the catapult pressure. Now, Karis has done exactly the thing he needed to do at that point. He's saying, right guys, walk straight past that immortal. We've got to get things cleared here. Get some keep pressure going. Let's get some work done. They're not going to get much more than that, so they're now backing out. They know when they've overstayed their welcome. But with that, they've now taken a lead in terms of experience. Now, strategically and matching, clearly the Germans have got a massive advantage here. Dingsitas are doing really well. But look at this. It is 8 takedowns to 4 in terms of the Naughty Otters. They're ahead in experience. You'd be thinking, based on the statistics alone, Naughty Otters are walking through this game, but they're not. Look at it. They're literally on the run as we speak. We're watching the Germans run circles around them here. It's a very confusing game, this. So, let's see what's happening. Let's see what's happening. I'm having a moment here to finish my drink. Okay, in comes a taunt. Now that is the second time this has happened in this game. And he's out of there. Mila literally using Leaping Strike just to get ahead of our team. I want to get the camp. No, I want to get the camp. You guys. Alright. Do you know, I honestly thought for the longest time, Naughty Otters, you ain't getting your way back in this. No way, no how, no sir. No buts, no ifs, no coconuts. But, look it. Alright, so we've got Shield of Hope coming in as a Storm Talent there. That's going to give them that extra level of survivability. Also, the extended repulsion on Wave of Force. That's a massive thing. It'll just be moving people all over the place. 1 minute you're in the back line, next minute you're in the front line. Whoop! Just like that. Wave of Force comes in and you're all over the shop. But Naughty Otters aren't waiting for their team to get into position. They're trying to get this down to the halftime as soon as they can. Alrighty then. Storm Talents are so desperately required here on the side of Dingsitas. They're just waiting for that. They don't want to go in ham until you get that. Let's see what happens. Back to you in the studio. Well, over here in the studio, we're watching the Fallen Shaman camp get picked up by the Naughty Otters. Back to you in the team fight. Well, it looks like Angel Lieutenant's getting taken to the half-time by the side of Dingsitas, so we'll just see how that goes. Oh, but they're engaging before the Storm Talents come in. Storm Talents are now about to arrive. We're seeing the extended range Farflight Quiver getting picked up by Mantis. We're seeing the Ice Blink getting picked up by Jaina. She's going to be needing that. In comes Anti-Magic Shell. We've got the Varian's Legacy. So he's going for damage. Anyway, here comes lots of damage in the sense of Mantis. Managing to dodge the orb there. Joe Banana looking for an escape. In comes the salvation. In comes the lightning breath. It's going straight across the team. Jaina's going to be the first to go, but so does Maladriel. Maladriel going is huge for the side of Dingsitas at this stage. But Resurrect brings her straight back into the game. Unfortunately, Mila is now out of the game. She can't be saved anymore because Resurrect's on cooldown. So it is a 4-4 fight here with both support players still in action. 2 DPSs out. Ming's been caught. She's been caught in a place like she doesn't want to be, like the back of a Volkswagen. ECS trying to get the taunt on Mantis, but it's too late. He has no damage with him. Maladriel's miles behind. Karis is now on the run. He is, in fact, a renegade. We're seeing the rest of Dingsitas getting into a defensive position around their Immortal. In comes the stun. Karis, what have you done? Hold your ground, getting huge value at this stage. Maladriel trying to find a heal. She's saying, you're too far away from me, Karis. I can't do anything for you. Karis is saying, forget me. I'm a goner. Save yourself. Tell my family I love them. He's writing a letter home. He's not sure if it's ever going to arrive, and he's starting to hearth. The objective has been won. Well done to Dingsitas, who are now sending out a search party looking for Karis. Wow. There we go. I didn't see it go that way. It went every way which from Sunday, but I didn't see it go that way. It is now a level 22, and it's not level, I keep saying that, but it's a minute 22 Demonic Lieutenant pushing for keep, which is already half destroyed. It is absolutely taking this. If people start to fall at this stage, it's GG. In comes a lightning breath. Huge protect on ECS there. He manages to basically avoid the entire thing. The keep's about to fall, and it's gone. And it's gone. Okay, let's see what happens. El's trying to step up. He's looking for the root, you see. He gets that Howling Blast in, and it's massive. He gets the root. The objective's going to go, but it manages to take core down to 85. But that's all they needed. They've got that catapult pressure now. A big root again on Karis. He knows that's too much. Let's back out of here. Mila trying to chase the enemy down with that Will-O-Wisp. Karis is saying it's now or never. Fight, 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 fight for your right to party. Beastie Boys, there we go. And I think they're maybe going to stop now because that Khazra camp's going to apply some serious pressure on core because they don't even have a keep anymore. So they've got to clear that first. I think that bought them space. Fallen Shaman camps up on the right hand side. Let's see. This is now a game of just get a pick and end the game. It's a race. It's a Fast and Furious film, really, but I'm not sure which side The Rock is on. The Dwayne Johnson, they're definitely hunting somebody. Varian, be careful there, yo, because they'll pick you off. They'll pick you off in a lineup. Varian, oh! Johnny Wallbagger will show you why he earned his name. This is all over the place. What a game. 24 minutes, it's level 21 to 21, 10 takedowns to 7. I have no idea who's winning this game. I have no idea. Do you know? Who do you think's winning? You, the viewer at home. Thank you very much for following. Name I don't think I can pronounce, but it looks like it's got numbers in it. Massive ore coming up to Jiro Banana. In comes the ring of the salvation, saving Diablo. Mila's strike doesn't manage to confirm the kill, although she was certain she was getting it. Maladriel goes down. She's going to have to use to be unavailable for Varian, who arguably could have been point. Huge Ming resets. It's about to come in. It's about to pop off. But she was killed, countered by Mantis, who has been focusing his opponents the entire time. And this is why you don't ignore a hyper carry Vala, who is ripperoonieing her way through the entire enemies. They're saying, ignore Karis, he's trying to buy time for his team. Let's just get the objective and end the game. Dingsitas going for the objective. I genuinely thought Ming was about to clean up there. She looked like it. She was getting excited. I could see the blood pressure rising. Joe Banana. Karis doing what he can to be a distraction, but at this stage he is just a fly on a windscreen of a supercar going over 100 miles an hour. It's 69% and falling. Enemy team dominated. Game number 1 falling in favour, absolutely, in a very exciting game, to Dingsitas, and it's GG. Wow! What a game! What a game! Did you enjoy that? I sure did. Let's get a look at that stat. Whew. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend just a couple of seconds swapping over the audio because apparently it's been crackling and you guys suggested we do that. So give me just 2 seconds to swap over the audio. I will BRB. One, two, 1, 2. Okay, that seems to be better. I think that's better. Oh, also, I better award those points to Dingsitas. Ka-ching! There you go. And the overview. Yeah. Oh, could put that back on as well. Take us over to the overview. And we will point out... Oh my god, I can't? What's going on? Hello? Who am I? Who are you? There we go. Ching! And Dingsitas take the lead. They take the lead at this point. Alrighty then. So, what are we going to see for the next game? Well, it's going to take me a second to change the audio. I'm still changing the audio. I'm doing a lot of behind-the-scenes production here, prep. So, sorry about this. Thank you for your patience. You are all lovely, beautiful people. I love you all. I don't know why I became foreign. Yes, the audio was pretty atrocious indeed. Hopefully it's better for you now. Hopefully it's better for you indeed. Thank you very much for being kind, pleasant people, and we got some new followers to the channel there as well. So thanks very much for that as well. For doing so, you've been awarded 10 points, which you can then use in some of our contests. You gain points just for watching as well. I don't know if it's every 10 minutes you get a point, or every minute you get 10 points, or whatever, something like that. And my admins or moderators would know. But you use these points for our giveaways. We give away games or things that Blizzard give us, and sometimes we just give away money. That happens. Okay, so doodle-doo. Let's get ready. What is happening in this series? It's a best of 3 series, and because the naughty Otters lost game number 1, they now gain an advantage. They gain the advantage of either first pick in the draft or map selection. Mic's a bit low now. Is this better? Oh, do you know what? I know what the problem is. I've got to turn this up. Right, there we go. Thank you for fixing everything, Kratadel. You are the man. If anyone else thinks they're a man, let us know in the chat. But yes, so first pick in draft has been selected by the naughty Otters. That's what they've done. So Dingsitas are going to pick the map. Now we're not seeing. I mean, Volskaya? Could it be Volskaya? I'd like to maybe see Volskaya, but we'll find out in a moment. It looks like teams are still deliberating. Infernal Shrines, as Jabroni says, is a map that every single series known to man always goes to, so there'd be no surprise there if we went there. But we shall find out in a moment. But let's have a look at this, by the way, because people like to see this sort of thing. This is Division 3 at the moment, and I think I completely misunderstood how this works, but at least there's numbers that tell me the positions. So we can see there that the naughty Otters are in 15th out of Division 3 at the minute. Also, I really also have to point out there's a lot more teams in this than... I mean, I came along to Heroes Lounge in just the end of Season 1, and now we're 11 seasons in. When did that happen? That is just incredible. Absolutely incredible. And the other thing is there's this massive community that's built up around it where they all have meetups and everything and all that. And I went to one of them I went to. I went to the HGC events and stuff, but like in terms of Heroes Lounge things, I went to one, and it was just before they started doing things like LoungeCon and everything. But I'd love to get more of a connect. I mean, I know I've had a big connection with Heroes Lounge for many years, but like I'd love to have more connection with that, because I know that some of the team captains and everybody that's involved in this have a huge investment. Like their heart and souls are really into it, and that is part of the biggest part of this community. And I really do appreciate that. It's I think there's a lot of love here for a lot of people, and it is just it's heartwarming to see. It's heartwarming indeed. So anyway, where are we going, you may ask? Ding! Dingsitas are opting to play on Tomb of the Spider Queen. So we'll go check that out. Tomb of the Spider Queen, of course, having that cool secret. I think it's basically when you first learn that there are secrets and Easter eggs on all the maps of Heroes of the Storm. I think this is the first go-to map to teach people that, because there are many things you can talk about in Heroes Lounge. Sorry, not just Heroes Lounge, but in Heroes of the Storm about maps and things. But that's one of the first things to tell people, is that there are secrets on the maps. I think the developers famously said Tomb of the Spider Queen was designed and built around a knife fight in a back alley. That's what they said. So it's really strange in the sense that there's not a lot of space to move, and there's a lot of terrain to interact with, and that makes it really good for a hero like Diablo. You know, shadow charging through buildings and things. He's going to get a lot of value there. So that's cool. That's cool. I've just realised our teams have now decided to swap over, because why not? Why not? That just makes things better and easier for everybody. Let me just keep it right there and then swap it here. Ding! Oh no, they've swapped back. This is so good. Easy for me to do. Right, okay, so do you play on a team in Heroes Lounge? Do you support the European community? I'm sure you do support the European community. Why wouldn't you? But I mean, like, are you invested, or do you interact or involve yourself with it in that way? I'm always curious to find out these sort of things. Let me just move that chair out of the way. I just realised it was in shot there. I never used to show my room, by the way. Like the kind of room that we use our studio. So I never used to show this. I used to have like a green screen effect thing going on, and then one day a producer was just like, just get rid of it. Just get rid of it. It's easier. And so I did, and seems to have worked out. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I'm getting a message. What's the message say? It's probably... No, it's not saying anything. I don't know, but let me just tell the teams good luck, have fun. There we go. Alright, so we know who the teams are, we know what's going on. If you're just tuning in, by the way, this is where we're at. It is Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's game number 2. It's a best of 3 series. And in a minute, there will be a contest going live as well, because I like to offer that for the viewer at home, so you can invest yourself with the series, which will be good fun. As you can see, amongst these two teams, Dingsitas is in 8th place, so it's a playoff spot. I think that's what we're hearing. Is that what I was hearing? Somebody was saying that in the chat. But we don't have time to talk about that, because we are going into game number 2. Welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Halloween, and to my left, as always, normally is Jabroni, but he's not here. And Karis also isn't dialing in remotely. I also do not have Joy K, who is another caster that I work with. But what do I have for you? I have a contest. It is now live in the chat. If you think the team in blue, who put up an admirable performance indeed in that very exciting first game, then you want to type !bet space A space the amount of points that you would like to bet. However, if you think Dingsitas have what it takes to just close this out, they play a macro game, they play it well, they're going to play the map and just win the game. If you think they're going to have it, then it's !bet space B space the amount of points that you would like to bet. If you don't know how many points you've got, type points. Points will tell you how many points you've got. If you don't have any, click follow in the corner and you will be awarded with 10 points straight away. Alright, let's get a look at this. What have we got? We've got Malthiel getting banned. Naughty Otters got rid of Anna first time in their ban phase last time. So are they now thinking that they're going to play Anna? Meladriel, as a support player, often does play Meladriel, so we'll see what happens there. Zool being banned. So that is a macro target right there. Now, we do know that Naughty Otters historically have played Zool, and they've tried to do the rotation game with that, and Zool can be very tanky. We discovered that about a year ago. He can give you that role, and also, I mean, the lockdown of his bone prison is strong. These are two reasonable bans at the beginning. Karis opting to remove Johanna, the girl with the best undercut in the game. So that's a strong tank out of the mix straight away. So we're going to see either Muradin or ETC being prioritised here. Let's see what we get. Timmers has 9,559 points and is 7th out of a leaderboard of almost 3,000. Wow, Tim. Wow, that's Timmers with the big points, as they're saying in the chat there. Yeah, for sure. That's mad. Well, okay, so I put 1,000 points on Mantis last time, right? I'm going to do it again just to put all... Oh, there's a lot of people putting big points in. Right, I'm going to put 750 points on the Dingsitas team to allow people to back the Otters if they want. So there's a big pot there of over 1,000 points now for you guys if you want to have a look at it. And you can try and get up to the lofty heights of Timmers, the BFT. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, so what we're seeing Deathwing getting banned again, no surprise. Now, Chromie got through. Chromie was target banned by Dingsitas last game. Because we knew that Mila was a bit of a master experienced Chromie player. So she was removed from the mix so that she couldn't pick it against the Immortal on Battlefield of Eternity, but Chromie has been picked up. First pick, I'd like to point here. Karis is picking up the Earl of Sandwich, the Lord of Terror, Dr. Wallbanger himself. Johnny Wallbanger coming into the mix. Being backed by Raynor. Now, for those of you that have been watching a lot of DNA Galaxy's stream recently, who, by the way, congratulations if anyone is here from his stream or knows him as well, or if he indeed is here, congratulations to DNA Galaxy for making Twitch partner this week. That was very good. Raynor is very, very, very strong meta right now. So that was what I was going to bring up there. Raynor secretly has become one of the best DPSs in the game. On the other side, General Peach, who was playing Jaina last time, has now picked up Kael'thas. So we'll see what happens there. By the way, is the audio okay? Because like halfway through this, if you remember guys, we had to swap headsets and change the audio for like everything. I did that without a mixer on the fly. So hopefully everything's right now. And thanks to our sponsor, Monster Energy. Alright, so there hasn't been a tank picked yet, and Garrosh and Johanna are out of the mix. They're the two tanks that you would pick right now. But likewise, Oriel's been banned and Anna's been picked, so Maladriel has just been drained of all their support options. What is Maladriel going to pick, and what tank is Joe Banana going to pick? That's the big questions here. Okay, ETC, no surprise, but that's good. And the Carlstar picking up Leoric is peng, as they would say in London Roadman talk. Do you know what? I actually looked to check if I was muted. Tim, you are cancer sometimes, you know that? Oh my gosh. I actually went to look there. Oh, you're muted. You're so bad. You're so bad. I mean, I'm definitely not muted. I see it coming up there. Okay, so the counter pick to Leoric has been ECS picking up Thrall. Now, ECS was struggling. He was dying against Carlstar last time. So is Leoric going to get picks on Thrall again? We'll find out. But I really rate Shadow Rider's sustained damage with Raynor there against everybody on the opposing team here. So let's see what you get. See what we get. What is Mantis going to carry with? He's their carry DPS. Sylvanas. Wow. Wow. Let's see what we got. Alright, so this is where I would turn to my co-caster and say, whose draft do you prefer and why? So if I look at it just traditionally speaking, it looks like the German team Dingsitas, Dingsitas have the better damage. It looks like that's a better kind of traditional build. So I would say them. However, it's all or nothing here, and they've played a safer draft. If Mila can carry and Raynor doesn't feed too much, I think the Otters could win a game here. Kratadel's pointing out that an old man with his big stick can make things happen. So, let's see indeed what happens there. If you're just tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, my name's Halloween. This is a best of 3 series. This is the series that we are doing just now. It's the Naughty Otters, and that drawing that you see there as their logo, that was hand drawn by the support player on the Naughty Otters, Maladriel. She's from Croatia, and Karis, my fellow co-caster and man from Heroes Lounge, he is leading that team here. Alright, welcome along, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Halloween. This is game number 2 of our best of 3. On the right in red, it's Dingsitas. We've got General Peach as Kael'thas. We've got Joe Banana playing E, C, T, E, T, E, C, E. And we've got Mantis as the General Windrunner herself. It is Sylvanas. Kangaroo, it's easy for you to say, playing Anna. And who could forget the Carlstar, excellent solo laner thus far. And on the left-hand side, we've got people doing a little train here. Look at them dancing their way to, hopefully, an equalised position where we can go into game number 3. Karis, he's playing the Lord of Terror, Johnny Wallbanger, Earl of Sandwich. ECS, I think their sofa sale is now on, and he's playing Thrall. We've got Mila playing Chromie. With Shadow Rider, he's dips, derms and damage, but he's playing Rainer. And Maladriel, support with her big stick. That's it. Let's get a look at those level 1 talents. Oof! Oof! It's Soul Shield at level 1. So we've got a different one. It's not Devil's Due. Karis going for Soul Shield. Now we see John Lawmer from the Pro games. He takes that a lot. Like you always see Diablo taking that. Oh, Karis, well done. Oh, but what a play by Mantis. You see that literal microsecond reactions of Mantis there. That's why he played in the All Hallows Cup. That's why Mantis plays in the All Hallows Cup, just above Heroes Lounge. That was savage. What a German he is, playing on Avada Kedavra. Anyway, I don't even have enough time to talk about all these bloody talents. Let's get a look-see here. So what we got? Yeah. Echo of the Elements there for Thrall. So he's taking the second blast. I've seen a lot of pro players that are playing Thrall now. They actually go for the quest that gives you percent-based damage. You do see that now, but typically it's the sign of a Grandmaster player that takes that. Very, very little people take Thrash Lightning. It's Crash Lightning, sorry. I called it Thrash because I was like, it's not Trash Lightning, it is it's not, it's Crash Lightning. Anyway, you don't see a lot of people take that because it's inferior to the other two, and we've seen Echo of the Elements get picked up here. Anyway, the Otters are taking their camp first. That's quite early for them. Their opponents aren't taking it. They're continuing the rotations. But Karis, I don't think he's too bothered because, I mean, it's still neck and neck for experience there, level 4 to level 4. And as long as Mila's getting her stacks for, once again, the first time. As long as she's getting stacks for that, no one's caring. It's all good. So I kind of back this, but if any team gets close to 50 gemmies, and
having trouble staying grounded.
They're both quite close. Yeah, if any team gets too close, then that's where they'll start to pull ahead. They say in this game that if you get a double hand in, that's how you win. That's how you win. You hand in once, then you go to hand in again, and then that's it, you see. Now they've bought themselves some space here because the Carlstar has had to rotate up to help them clear this wave. Oh, that was so close to catching him. Well done to the Otters there. But, I mean, that camp was cleared very quickly. Very, very quickly. And do you know what? Look at this. The Germans have lost 0 silk. Because Mantis is still up there doing his thing with a chicken wing. And look at him escaping! God, that would be so infuriating. If I was playing on Karis' team right now, I'd be getting very upset with this. And General Peach just landing these gravity lapses like he just knows what's going on. Banana's taking damage from Shadow Rider, but it's just... Oh my gosh! They could have got the kill if they'd stayed on him. But hindsight's a wonderful thing, isn't it? Oh. Both teams have over 50. They are able to pay. So anybody gets it in now, and that's it. You know, you're going to start to pull ahead. So level 7 just round the corner. Nobody's died. We're coming up to 5 minutes in here. Nobody's died. Looks like 20's going to get in here. Mila's going to be too slow. And that's it. First objective of the game, falling in favour of Dingsitas. Naughty Otters have got their work cut out for them, because not only do you now have to defend, you have to make sure you don't lose those valuable gemmies. Karis has got almost 30 sitting on him, and he's sitting in the middle of a lane by himself. This is disastrous. They're pouncing on him. They're not waiting for anybody. They're getting their dips, terms and damage, but they do not get the kill. So that was best case scenario for him. I'm choking to death. There's too much excitement there. Okay, we're back. Let's get a look at those level 7 talents. Mila's trying her best here, but look at that. That wave's just pushing in. And it's 4-3 there because, of course, they've had to split up. Shadow Rider is trying to defend top lane, and ECS is doing his best against Karlster. And bottom lane, they're trying everything they can to clear these lanes. Now, I'm a strong believer in Mila's Chromie, right? And Mila's Chromie is all late game because, honestly, I've seen her turn games as soon as it gets to level 18, where she gets Piercing Sands. As soon as Piercing Sands comes in, it's a game changer. It really is. But what also is a game changer is this crazy German here. He's been getting crazy value. Just zipping in, zipping out, escaping, being everywhere you don't want him. So we'll see how that works. And do you know what? Last pick as well. I thought, like, what's he going to do? What's he going to pick? Oh my gosh, 32 gems, Karis. 32 gems, Karis. You're so lucky. In comes Temporal Loop. They're trying to get Mantis back in a position, but it's not going to be enough. He's able to escape. It's all happening here. It is all happening here. Karis trying to slip in his 32. Mantis trying to show him that he is aware of what's happening. But the thing is, this could kind of work for them, because Mila can now poke. She can poke for days. But look at that, right? All the while in the bottom right hand corner, we're watching those gems just go up. 40, 42, 43. Look at that, just going up every second there. They're going to end up being able to do a back-to-back pain, and this is just what I was talking about here. The back-to-back pains are the big threat. Oh my gosh, General Peach. How are you still alive? Karis going in. He's saying, I'm going ham. Do not let that Kael'thas get out. If Kael'thas gets out, I'm QQing. It's all F4. I'm throwing the computer out the window. And he does. Computer's gone. That window has just been flung open and the keyboard's out. The one hero that almost paid in was the one with 6. Not the 34 or 35. Maladriel, call it. Call it. And it's level 10s now getting picked up. We've got the Phoenix rising from the ashes. We've got Nano Boost. We've got Entomb. We've got ECT's ETE Mosh Pit. We've got the Wailing Arrow. We don't need no la-di-da mind controls here. We got the Wailing Arrow to worry about. On the other side, we've got Stay a While and Listen. Apocalypse, none of your lightning breath here. We've got Earthquake. We've got the Temporal Loop, and of course we're waiting for Raynor. Is he going to take his Raider, or are you going to use a Hyperion across the top of an APAC and an Earthquake? It would make sense, but he's taking the Raider, because that way he can zone out Anna and Kael'thas. In comes the Shadow Charge, in comes more damage, and ETC is out of the mix. In comes more damage. Thrall goes down, ECS goes down, but Shadow Riders want to get that kill. He needs another hit. Is the Raynor going to get it? 25 hit points. 25 hit points. Keep your Raider on him. Mantis is going to be the next to fall. No, he's not. He makes it out as well. Maladriel doesn't want to let him. See ya. And she gets the kill. Well done, Mila. That was what I was talking about. I was done telling you about Mila's attacks. It's really hard to talk roadman talk, but I'm trying my best for you. Still 0 kills and no turn-in, Calypso. That's what you're seeing in the chat, but you are wrong, because in this last minute or so, we've seen 3. It's level 11 to level 11. The second objective of the map has now been picked up, but this time, it's the Naughty Otters. Yeah, boy, is being called by both teams as they gear up for a scrap, or a fecht, as you'd say, in top lane. Welp. Level 13, just round the corner for the Otters. Let's see if they can do something with that. They're really wanting this fort. In bottom lane, by the way, Karlster getting huge value here against ECS. He's just winning in the solo lane. Out comes the APOC. It's a swing and a miss. Karis looking for a Shadow Charge, and Shadow Rider just being too far away to commit any damage. So this is a pretty good defense for the side of Dingsitas. And that's quest completed. Mana Addict is now on the cards for General Peach. So Kael'thas is now going to be able to shield himself and get a little second chance, a little escape when he needs one. That's big news for him. Big news. Okay. Okay. So it's 45 gemmies to 33 here. Sorry, to 29, because 33 have already been paid in. So that would tell me that Otters are going to need to defend. They're going to need to hang about and defend as best they can. In comes that level 13 talent. We've got the big super healing potions. The big ones. Maladriel's big ones are out for the boys right now to see what she can do to help them stay alive. Alright. Mantis, though, however, he's wanting to step up. He's wanting to not let anybody defend, but both teams have the pay-in. Carlster's only going to need to pick up 3, so he's joining his team now, because that's it. It's a fight to pay in here. Carlster just needs 3, and then he'll go pay bot. And they know that, so they're trying to split as best they can. Both DPS can guard top lane. Huge damage coming in against Mantis there, who just tried to pay. General Peach going to pay. ECS is going to need to... He's not noticed, that's it. Objective number 3, going in favour of Dingsitas. ECS left the lane, just left it empty, unfortunately, there. Well done, of course, to Dingsitas, who are now going to be able to get some serious work done, because there's very little in the way of defences. There's a wall top, but little of that mid and bottom. So we're definitely going to see bottom fall, mid's going to fall, top is now definitely going to fall, because they're all pushing it. So let's see what you gonna do. Good escape there by Joe Banana. See, that's the mark of a true ETC, is holding the power slide for the retreat or for the trap of an opponent and not using it as an engage. Carlster trying to use his creepy hand to good effect there against Karis. Karis using Soul Shield, I think, to protect himself. Mila trying to get her work done, but I mean, she's got her extra echo, but I just don't know if she's going to get enough value until Piercing Sands. Oh, Thrall, you're in trouble. You are in trouble. In comes the Mosh. Karis is now going to be in trouble as well. Horrendous. That was 50 gemmies scattered across the battlefield like they don't mean a thing. This is drama that you're watching here live in Division 3 here of Heroes Lounge. Welcome along, my name's Halloween. This is Halloween Heroes, the drama channel. Stay a while and listen. Fully deployed. In comes the APOC. Bing! We've got a doubler. Oh no, there's no mosh pit though. Mantis, you're gonna die. Yes! For the first time in the game, you have went down, and I wanted it to happen. That you really deserved it for how well you've been playing. The naughty Otters needed a break, and you getting broken across their keep is definitely the break they were looking for. So well done. Oh wow, you've been playing an absolute stormer, Mantis, so you deserved that one. Alright, ECS, come on. I need you to push this lane out and join your team and drop an earthquake for them. We need a throw pit in the form of a boss. That's what we're all looking at here. Everybody's thinking, when is this bad boy getting picked up? And it's likely to be soon, as both teams jump into level 16. Huge plays from Mila there, who manages to hit 2 of the 3 in her combo. Carlster stepping up to try and buy some space for his team. He's got that in Tomb, he's looking for something. Big flame strikes coming from Kael'thas there. Big ones. Mila's got to be careful, she's kind of out on an island by herself. 25 Jemmy's already paid in there, so they've got to be careful. Can't let any more in. I mean, I'm very impressed by how well Dingsitas are able to consistently and constantly pay in their gemmies. It's a one after the other gemmy pay-in point here. Everyone just... Oh, Mila, I feel for you there, because that was well aimed, to be fair. Level 18 really needed here for the Otters, because Mila needs it more than anyone. She gets that, and that could be the big difference for them. Level 20 Storm Talents. What could change there that'll make the big difference? Let me have a think. Well, if Earth and Shields gets picked up by Thrall, that could be huge in terms of the Otters team fight. But likewise, what's the big thing on the other side of the map? Entomb. I mean, Karis managed to escape that beautifully, by the way, and they interrupted the Mosh. Now's the time to fight. 2 out of the 3's down. But I was about to say that the big thing in terms of Leoric is he gets buried alive. Buried alive silence in that entomb is devastating. You very rarely see anybody walk out of that. That comes in and it's like ching ching, everybody's dying. And if there's a Ming following it up, it's horrendous. Okay, Mosh is up, and it comes. I knew it was there. Immediately countered there. Well done, Joe Banana. You take a lot of damage, but it's not enough. In comes the Earthquake to try and add things to the mix. Carlstar managing to reduce the amount of damage with his Wraithwalk there. It's effective. Big damage from Mila. It's not enough to get the kill. She's really needing a kill here. She's really needing it. Oh my gosh. Look how low they are. Literally 200 health. Kangaroo's got his work cut out for him here. He's mopping up the Nexus. Right next to the secrets. Remember I was talking about secrets? That little gem. If you click that gem there, that's one of the secrets on Tomb of the Spider Queen. Little known fact is Tomb of the Spider Queen is actually sitting underneath Sky Temple. Okay, that Web Weaver pushing in on keep is almost certainly going to take the mid keep here. Bottom keeps looks like it's safe for now until the enemy team rotate down just like that. Shadow Rider looking in danger but manages to sidestep the Flame Strike. Well played to him there. They're now potentially going to lose bottom keep as well, which is devastating for them. Can they save it? It's one hit away. Wow! Well done. That prevents the catapult pressure that we're all worried about. It's looking strong here for Dingsitas. They're going for the camp. They don't have enough gemmies to pay in, but the Naughty Otters do. So, here's the thing. If you go pay in as Naughty Otters, you are going to waste your objective at this point, because the lanes are so pushed out. That's what they say. Don't do it when your lanes are pushed out. So what do? You have a fight, or you push out the lane. Looks like they don't care, they're just wanting to pay in. At this stage, almost anyone on the team can pay bar Maladriel. Okay, big damage coming into Joe Banana. They go for the kill, but they do not get it. They're still getting good damage here. Oh my gosh. An amazing escape there for Mila. Oh no, and she still dies even after that time lapse. What a devastating thing. It's not called a time lapse, that's going to annoy me. What's it called? It's called timeout. There we go. ECS, you're in a place that you don't want to be, like the back of a Volkswagen. Big heals from Maladriel there. You do manage to escape death, but you do spread the bomb to Shadow Rider. He's now in danger, but looks like he's going to make it out. Are they going to close out the series? It looks like they might. Dingsitas looking at a strong position here to close it out, and it all unfortunately came off the back of Mila's death there, and it really looked like they were going to get all the kills. Okay, it looks like they've been called to end. Mantis trying to get as much damage in as he can. It looks like they've got it. It's 10% and falling, and it's GG. Oosh! Wow! What a series. Oosh! Oosh! What a series. Oh. Wow. That was big names there. Boof. There you go. So, there was only 9 takedowns. That's all there was. 9 takedowns there. 3 deaths from Karis. No takedowns there. And he took Soul Shield there. So I think that must be why he kind of goes for the kind of anti-your health kind of talents there. ETC, his counterpart, of course, only dying once, but he was so lucky. There was more than once where he got out, and I thought, no way. No way, Jose. You shouldn't be living that one. No way. But he did. He went down. So these are the talents that were picked up, and good stuff. For those of you, the completionists out there that like to see this, you know, you have to see who wins what. So there we go. Bing. It was game number 2, of course, going over to Dingsitas. There we go. Let's get a look at those standings. So, where is Dingsitas right now? They're sitting 8th in the standings on Division 3 at the moment. Looking okay, but they're going to climb a wee bit there. So, I know that somebody was saying earlier this is going to affect the playoffs for Division 3, but we'll see how that goes. Certainly, on the other side, the Naughty Otters are 15th at the moment, so they could be doing with a win for sure. Let's see. Well, anyway, we had a great time there. I certainly had a good time. Did you have a good time? Well, if you did, remember to click follow in the corner. What I can do, of course, is award the points to who won there. So enjoy your points there. good times all round. Where are my points? Timmers is saying. Where are my points? Well, don't worry, don't worry. I've now issued them, but there is a delay on the stream, and that's what's happened there. But thank you very much, everybody, for joining. This was quite a quick stream, this. So what was this? 1 hour, 15 minutes. There wasn't much in the way of things there. That was very quick indeed. I'm looking to see if there's player stuff I can show you, but I don't think there is, so we'll leave it at that. Alright, well, if you're wondering what's new or what's going on in the hello, I just got here. How goes the match? Well, Fantasy Hazard, thanks very much for joining us. Unfortunately, you missed the series. You just missed it. It's just finished. But thanks very much for tuning in. We're grateful for you being here, and we're happy to have you. But you have, in fact, missed the series. But thanks for coming along. I was just about to bring up the calendar and see what else is going on. I think I'm going to be casting some of the either one, if not both of these teams again in the next week. And I don't know if I'm casting the qualifiers for the Masters Clash tomorrow, but they are on. And on the 29th, there is the final week of qualifiers for the Masters Clash. So not tomorrow, but the week after. It's the last week of Masters Clash qualifiers. And then, obviously, we have in April the main event, which is the 18th and 19th of April. I'm this close to being confirmed as to whether or not I'm going to Paris to cast it. I certainly have the open invitation to do so, and if I am, it'll be myself and I am Joy K, who will be the English casting team live at the event, doing the interviews with the teams and players, and we will be, I believe, remotely casting alongside Caldor on Caldor's channel. So that's the plan at the moment as I expect it, but I shouldn't really be talking too much about that because, of course, this is Heroes Lounge that we're discussing just now. Heroes Lounge have their series continuing on with all of this series. Loads to check the calendar. It's www.heroeslounge.gg/calendar. There's loads of information there about what teams are playing when and who's casting it. But also they have their Division S, which is their premier series for their professional teams and their players. So I don't want to take away from that because we should be discussing that because it's this channel. Anyway, so that's what's happening. That's the news. That's the updates. Thanks very much for coming along. Cheers for supporting my channel and things, because I don't have enough material or content or support on this channel, and I should be doing more of it. But it's good to have you all here. So, before I go, right, let me see who's on, because I'd like to punch you over. I'd like to raid you over to somebody, so in the hope that one day they raid me back. Because raiding other people so that they raid me back is the way to support a community. I'm sure of it. I'm sure that's what I've been told. So I'm going to talk just for a wee moment whilst I get ready to do this, right? And then I'm going to raid you over to my friend DNA Galaxy, who is one of the players in the Masters Clash. Now I'm hoping that his team win tomorrow, because he's going to be playing. And DNA Galaxy have been kicked out of the qualifiers in in Series 1 last week and the week before. And now it's so disappointing because he is a really good player and his team is really good, and all the players in his team are really good individually as well, but together they've just not been getting enough synergy and stuff. And I really hope they make it through, because only 4 teams can qualify for the Masters Clash. 2 teams that have qualified right now are really strong, so we're going to get our 3rd team tomorrow, and I really hope it's him, but we'll find out. To be fair, Feel the Heat still need to qualify as well, and they are also really good. So if they make it through tomorrow as well, I wouldn't be disappointed, because I really like Wit as well. So there's a lot going on. There is a lot going on. So let me see. Right, I'm going to put you over to DNA Galaxy. Right, so hang around. Tell him you came from my channel. Tell him you came from my channel. And have I done that right? Right. Okay. So I think I've set this up. Right. Tell him you came from my channel, and I'll see you guys shortly. Okay. All right. I love you all. I love you all.